I'm here at Boot 2023 on the WBV stand with Daniel Henderson, and the shock mitigation solutions they've used have resulted in a partnership with New York Yacht Club American Magic, the America's Cup team, because the ribs which are needed for going alongside these AC-75s need to be quick, and you've got to protect the crew and the drivers on board those. Daniel, can you tell me, how did this partnership come about?
So we were exhibiting at the Miami Boat Show last year, so last February now, and the guys from American Magic were walking the show, and they walked onto the stand because they had seat units on their previous boats from the last Cup that they really weren't happy with. So we had some solutions there at the show, and we were actually working on a longer travel unit at the time, which the guys have now taken and got installed and retrofitted on all of the old boats from the last Cup and now on the new boats that they're purchasing.
And this, as part of Seashore, you first of all just started creating these as a sideline, but it's become a huge business with the shock mitigation now on board ribs and fast boats. And it's now a massive part of the business.
Yeah, so initially it was part of Seashore, and it's still manufactured by Seashore in Warsash in Southampton. But it kind of made sense to separate it into its own business, because this is obviously working a lot with powerboats, and Seashore predominantly is with sailboats. So it made sense to separate it. It has different branding, but still manufactured in Warsash.
And with the ribs, with New York Yacht Club American Magic, the boats are going 50 knots plus, and so you need a rib going at a huge speed. And the shocks that are involved must be massive. Were there any particular challenges that the partnership came up with for you, or is it just your standard product was just exactly what they needed?
So the units on the boat are standard product. They're just customised a little bit so that they're in their colourway, so a dark blue for American Magic. There was a few little bits with the mounting of them to the floor, but other than that it was relatively simple, so it's pretty standard product. Yeah.
And this, at the moment they're using a standard rib, but very soon they've got a hydrogen-powered foiler, I think made by Blue Game, and you're going to have the seats on those as well? Yeah,
absolutely. So the ribs that they're using at the minute, they're relatively standard, but 450 outboards on the back. But it's going to be really interesting with this new boat. So it's Blue Game, which are part of the San Lorenzo group. So it'll be a hydrogen foiling chase boat. And I think we've got 7 seats going on that. So it's really been quite interesting working with those guys that we hadn't worked with before. But it's been really simple. We've given the guys the drawings, so they've got all of that 3D package where they can put the seats on the boat beforehand. So hopefully when it comes to fit them, there shouldn't be too many problems.
Now, you're a keen sailor yourself, and so you must be interested in the AC-75s. With this partnership, have you had a chance to get out on the water with them at all?
Oh, I wish I had. I spent 3 days with the team in Pensacola in December. Unfortunately, the days that I was there was absolutely no breeze. So we got out on the chase boat for a bit of fun, but not on the water with on the sailing boat, unfortunately.
And do you think you might have to manufacture another opportunity to get out there just for a bit of testing, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. So we've actually built into the package with the guys. We're going to be visiting them once they've moved to Barcelona. I think they're moving in April this year, so they're going to be there pretty soon, which will make things a little bit easier for us going to see them there rather than in Pensacola. So hopefully we get out on the boat a bit then.
Well, it is fantastic to see incredible British engineering being used now worldwide and by such high-profile teams. And so congratulations to you and all of the team.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Mark.